Hello everybody, Thor here, and I'd just like to make a quick beginner's guide for new players to anime Vanguards, and just for preparation for the next update, which should be in let's say, I think it'll be next Sunday, but yeah, just some things I'd like to go over, to talk about to maybe help you guys is best ways for new players to earn gems, trade rerolls, and basically everything you need player level. And also just evolution material in general. So I'm just gonna be going through each of those one by one, and also the best units as well for new players. So I'm just gonna dedicate sections to this video, and I'll leave timestamps below if there's anything specific that you are looking for. And yeah, so let's get into it and let me get to explaining. So to start this video off, I'd just like to talk about the main units that you're gonna be wanting as a new player. So to start this off, I believe everyone, if you're a new player, you should be going for Vegeta. Vegeta is by far, in my opinion, the best starting unit to have, as he has very low placement cost. His passive is also very good for early game. He shreds bosses. As his passive, it does 2 times when he's attacking one enemy. He does double damage to them basically. So it kills bosses very easily. So he's gonna be good for basically anything that you're doing. So whether that's story, nightmare story, legend stages. He's viable in the Act Raid 4, and he's viable in the Icarus Raid as well. So he's basically just an all-around just good unit that you should have as a new player. And of course down here you need Speedwagon or Sprint Wagon, as it's called in this game, which will basically, he's a farm unit, so when you place him and upgrade him, he's generating you revenue for each round. And basically, yeah, you need him. If you don't have him, it's gonna make basically almost everything in the game difficult, more difficult than it needs to be, and you won't really be able to upgrade your units properly. Yeah. Next, and I'll just go overall the other good units that you should be summoning for. But like I said, focus Vegeta if you are a new player. Starting off, you're gonna want Tengen. Tengen, who else? Sung Jin Woo, obviously, Cha In, you're gonna want those 3. Those are currently, for mythic units, basically the meta units. Next is good units, but not bad units. These are Obito, and then Akaza as well. Those are also decent summons. If you need a unit, pick them up. Let's see, moving on to the bad units. I mean, they're not bad, but I really don't suggest you summoning for them as a new player, and that would be Sasuke and Naruto. Sasuke is a support unit basically. He's not really there for DPS. When you upgrade him, he'll be able to stun units and bosses and everything, which is good. But it is really not worth it. I don't suggest summoning him unless you have extra stuff. And then moving on, Naruto, he has low placement costs. He's a decent starting unit. He's not that great. He does not do that much damage or anything. I don't suggest summoning him. Like I said, he's okay, but there's better picks. Get Vegeta, like I said. But yeah, that should be it for this section. I don't think I'm missing anybody. But yeah, like I said, get Vegeta. And there you go. Let's move on. Okay. Now let's talk about the best way for you as a new player to get gems in preparation for the next update. And so you can save up. You can start saving up. And this is going to be a tutorial for people. I'm gonna assume you don't have a mythic or anything like that. So you can't do Paragon and you can't do Infinite. Now, just for a quick thing, for people who can do these things, I suggest the best way for getting gems manually is to do Paragon. Go as far in Paragon as you can because that is going to reward you with the most gems. That is the best way to get gems. I suggest doing that completely. If you can't do Paragon, go step down a level and do Infinite to around wave 17, and then sell all your units and then redo it with Tiny Task, of course. And that is where I am going to be moving into the next subject. Up here, I'm gonna pull it over. For new players, I do suggest installing the macro Tiny Task. It is not bannable by any sort, and it is basically the best way for you to get gems. It's better than the AFKing gems, the time chamber over there. It's basically gonna be your best friend in this game. So, a new player without a mythic or anything, how can you macro something to get gems? And that's where this unit comes in. It is an epic unit, it's a multi-hit unit, and you're gonna want it. And that is Killua, or Kinoa, as he's called in this game. So this is basically gonna be your gem farming unit, and you're gonna want him. So he's a multi-hit unit, like I said, and he's basically just gonna carry you through this. So what you're gonna want to do is do story. Story is going to reward you with gems. It's gonna give coins, and it's gonna give evolution. I mean, not evolution material. It's going to give you leveling material for your units as well. And player level. You're gonna need that because that also gives you gems, which I'll get into in a little bit when I talk about trait rerolls. So let us go over. We're gonna want to do Act 5 Terrifying Tyrant. This is what you're going to want to start. You're going to want to do this on normal. I'm going to just quickly go through and show you how to set up a Tiny Task with Killua on here. So what you want to do is you want to come up here. You're going to want to click record. You, of course, do this faster than me. I'm just teaching. So after you click record, you're going to want to go over to here and click yes. Click it a couple times and then place your Killua right here. Just like that. And boom, he's gonna be clearing these units. Just like that. And then you place one, place another one, and then you want to just place all 5 Killuas. So after placing all 5 Killuas, you just want to be upgrading them. And upgrading them to their max throughout the round. And then, yeah, you can save. And this is all you need to do. All you need to do is place all 5 of the Killuas and then upgrade them, and then you're done. And that is all you have to do. That's the macro. You don't need another character. You don't even need Speedwagon to do this. These will finish the entire thing on their own. And that'll net you 80 gems per time every 4 minutes. Every 4 minutes you'll be getting 80 gems, which is great. And this is basically just gonna get you everything that you need. So I'm going to quickly just let a time lapse go through this to show you. Okay, and then after you do that, you want to click through all the rewards. And then I'm not going to do it, but you press replay, basically. You spam click replay a couple times and then end your recording. End your recording, and then make sure your preferences is set to continuous playback, and then press play. And then it'll do that over and over again as long as your computer's on. And yeah, you get 80 gems per 4 minutes. And there you go. That is basically, as a new player, the best way that you can earn gems and XP and evolution, and leveling XP for your units. Let's return the lobby, and I'll quickly just go through. You know what, actually, let us move on to the next section. But first, remember to claim your challenge, your quests, your daily quests, and your weekly chests, because those also give you gems, and they give you pass XP. Your battle pass, if you don't have that completed yet, that also gives you a lot of gems and trait rerolls. I suggest doing that. All you have to do is kill units, and that macro will be killing units, so that'll level up your battle pass as well. But now let us move on to the next section of trait rerolls. Now for trait rerolls, I do suggest saving up before you spin, and make sure you're only spinning on a mythic unit or secret unit or exclusive unit, well, besides Haruka. Or go for fortune on Speedwagon, that gives you more revenue per round. But yeah, I suggest you save up at least bare minimum before you reroll. I know it sounds like a lot, but 40 rerolls, you will most likely get more luck than just using one randomly. That's just how I feel. I have 4 mythic traits at the moment, so I feel like I can give my opinion on this just a little bit. I do suggest saving them up, and maybe even keeping them until the next update. Because who knows, those units in the next update could just be completely, and probably will just be completely better than the current units. And yeah, so let's talk about ways to get trait rerolls. Starting off is leveling. Just leveling up will net you some rerolls. It goes up throughout this, but starts off with 5. At every 5 levels, you're gonna be getting 5+ trait rerolls, which is great. And I just showed you previously in the gems the XP. You'll be getting XP from doing that story and gems, so you'll also be getting more gems and trait rerolls on top of that. And yeah, that is one, and probably currently as a new player, the easiest way to get trait rerolls. Moving on would be the achievements. Please, please, please do all of these to 100%. You will be getting multiple rerolls. You'll be getting 1,000 gems per thing that you do. Goes up to 5 here. Just from doing the stories alone on Nightmare, you get 12 trait rerolls and like 3,000 gems. I suggest doing that. Doing the collector gives you 5 trait rerolls, 2,000 gems. That's just summoning units, and you'll be able to summon units from getting gems from the gem macro I just showed you. So I haven't done these 2 paragons, but whenever you can do paragon, please try to do it to level 25. You get a lot of trait rerolls. You get 20 per, well, 18 to be more specific. And yeah, that is a lot. That is 60 or, well, 56 in total that you'll be getting. And like I said, that's 56 trait rerolls. That is a lot. And when you can do these and you are strong enough, the raid will also give you those. Give you 5 and 1,000 gems. And then the Ingress event, which with Vegeta and I believe Cha in, and both the farm units, it is possible to do. as a newer player if you can get those units. And yeah, that's also another 20 rerolls. So just out of these achievements, you can get almost like 100 rerolls, which is great. And another way, I think there's 2 more ways I can show, which is one being the battle pass. You don't have to buy it. Of course, if you do buy it and you aren't a free-to-play player, I highly advise it, as it does give you a lot of trait rerolls, and I mean a lot. But the free one also does give you trait rerolls, and all you need to do to level it up is just kill units. And yeah, that's it. You get a lot of trait rerolls throughout this, and I highly suggest doing that. That is one of the ways currently, and I believe it is going to go away, and there is going to be a new battle pass soon. But yeah, moving on, we can talk about challenges. Daily, every day there is a new daily challenge. You will get 2 trait rerolls. You'll get 5 of these. You get like a chance to get the evolution materials, and as well as stat rerolls. I'll go into stat rerolls in our final section when I'm talking about evolution. And every half an hour you have a chance to also get I believe it is 1 trait reroll, but you also can get super stat chips and essence stones to evolve your characters. But yeah, of course, you guys, if you're watching this, you probably aren't strong enough to do these, but you can get 50 trait rerolls. I haven't redeemed any. I haven't really been doing these too much. I will probably grind them out, of course, before it's gone. But you can get 50 trait rolls from this alone, as well as all this other stuff. And then same thing with the raid shop. You can get 25 trait rerolls from this. If you can do it, I highly suggest claiming all of those before they are gone. But yeah, let's move on to our next topic, which is evolutions of your units. Okay, evolving units. This is gonna be a quick section, as there's really not much that you need to know about this, because I assume most of you know. So currently the only units that can be evolved are mythic units, secret units, and exclusive units. And what you need to evolve those units are essence stones and their item, which is different per unit. To get essence stones, you can craft them with green essence, and you get essence from doing legend stages. You get green essence from doing legend stages, and also you can also get essence stones from challenges. Same thing as the stat rerolls. The stat rerolls and the trait rerolls. You get them over there at challenges every day and every half an hour. So you come over to whichever one that you need to do. Let's say you have Sung Jin Woo and you're trying to evolve him. You go to the legend stages section right here, and you go over to Act 2, and you get the shadow traces right here, and you also get green essence stones, which is what you need to evolve your units and to craft the other essence stones. Yeah. Evolving your units makes them much stronger, as you would think. And yeah, I do suggest evolving all your main units that you need to do, and that's really all you need to know about evolutions. Just get the essence stones and their items from legend stages. I guess for the other 3, Mythic and Rengoku, you have to go over here and do the raid shop, and you get them with the spider webs, the blood webs, and you do that from doing the axe. The best way is Act 3, that gives you the most red webs. But if you want Rengoku and red webs at the same time, you do Act 4 if you can. But that is much harder. Okay, let us move on to the final section, which is stats. Okay, our final section is stats and stat rerolling. And when I was a new player, I completely was just wasting all my stat rerolls and kind of didn't notice it in here. So when you go over to your units, you can see, click on them. Sorry, not click on them. Just hover over them. You can see at the bottom of the card it says kills 0 and 0%. So you need to fill that up to 100%, and I believe it is 5,000. Let's put them in here. You need 5,000 takedowns, which is your enemy killing 5,000 units. And I'll put a list of all the traits on the screen here somewhere. But I'll also read it out. I believe it goes from D, C, B, A, S, Z, Z plus, and Gali, which is the kanji or the Japanese lettering. And those are all the best stats. So you want to fill this up to 100%, get the 5,000 takedowns, and when you have the 5,000 takedowns, you'll have 100% stat potential. So when you reroll one or reroll all, you'll have higher luck and higher chances to get something much better than if you were to just spam it and waste all of your things. Because if you do that, there's a high chance you won't get anything and you'll just get sucky stuff like this. D, C, C, whatnot. But when you higher it up, there's a higher chance you'll just get all A's or above. So I do suggest doing that. And you don't have stat rerolls. Let's talk about that. The best way to get those is, of course, through the pass is one of them. They get a bunch of them through here. You can also get them through, which one is it? Sorry, hold on, I'm blanking. Paragons. Paragons give you a bunch of super stat chips and stat chips. Ascending your units over here. You need multiple mythic units. This also gives you, when you do it, it gives you stat chips. And then over here, you get them mainly, I get them from challenges, daily challenges, and these every half an hour challenges. You'll get basically stat chips. And you do need those to reroll your stats. I do suggest doing that. You can also buy them from the boss event shop and everything. So yeah, that is basically it that I can think of for this video. That's just about everything that you need to know as a beginning player to prepare for the next update. Thank you for watching, and you know, if this helped you at all, please just leave a like down below. And leave a suggestion for me on what you need to see in the future, and I got you. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night. Please enjoy yourselves and drink lots of water.